factor each expression. So we're probably going to use a couple different ways of factoring here, but when I look at this first one, I notice that it's a binomial, meaning two terms, which means I'm not going to diamond and box this at all. But what I can always look for to start is a greatest common factor. And I see that both of these terms here, 7x goes into. So meaning I'm divide both of those terms by 7x. If I divide the first one, I just get x. If I divide the second one, well, then I'm left with 8. So this is as factored as it gets for the first one here. Second one, because it is 3 terms, I'm going to diamond and box it. So what that means is I'm going to put, a times c here, b in the bottom. What multiplies to the top, that adds to the bottom, which is negative 9x and positive 8x. The next thing I'm going to do is throw that in a box. Some people will notice that you don't have to do this if the a value is 1, but I want people to start getting into the habit, because if the a value is not 1, people get lost. And if they don't do this process, then they don't know how to do it. But if you put in the box, right, first term in the first box, last term in the last box, and then we used the diamond to split up this middle term, it works every time, even if the a value is not 1 in this one. So anyways, when we factor this, we get x plus 8 from the top here and x minus 9 from the bottom. And again, that's as factored as we get. This next one, same idea, diamond and box. So I multiply the first term and the last term, and I got the middle term there. Then I'm going to see what multiplies to the top that adds to the bottom, which looks like it's going to be negative 4x and negative 4x. Again, you may not need to use this box here, but I want you to get into the habit so that you don't make a mistake when the a value is not 1. We see here that they're both going to be x minus 4. So if you put x minus 4 times x minus 4, great. Let's start trying to get into the habit of saying x minus 4 squared here. Last one uses something that we need to know is the difference of squares. Because it's only 2 terms, we can't use the diamond and box. So that means, is there a greatest common factor? Still no. Now we need to figure out, okay, this is a difference of squares, which means I have x plus 7 and x minus 7. And for the people that don't understand why, if we were to multiply these two things back together, x plus 7, x minus 7, we get this here where I got 7x in the top right and negative 7x. These things cancel out when you add them together, and it leaves us with just this x squared minus 49. Difference of squares is just a quicker way to get from x squared minus 49 to this x plus 7, x minus 7.